There are a lot of games on Steam. A lot of games. Not only that, but there's a multitude of games available for just a few bucks. But how is one supposed to know if they should spend their money on a cheap Steam game or a stack of compressed meat pancakes? Well, that's where I come in. Aggie's my name, dealin's my game. Wait, no. This is Steam Dollar Menu. So something about myself that I've never been thrilled about is the fact that I can have hipster tendencies. It's kind of just laying dormant in me, and it just seeps out every so often. I'm the guy that didn't see Lord of the Rings for years because everyone wouldn't shut up about it. Vampire Survivors is a similar situation where I kept hearing about this game from everywhere. Everyone kept talking about it, and I just never played it. One day I saw that it was on Game Pass. I figured, what the heck? I'll give it a try. And good golly, Miss Molly, I can't believe I waited. I then, of course, went to Steam and bought it there. Don't tell Game Pass, but that's usually what I do. I test a game out, and then if I like it, I buy it on Steam. This game is awesome. It is one of the most satisfying gaming experiences I've ever had. It is such a simple concept, and yet it is just executed perfectly. This game comes in at $5, and the amount of gameplay that I've gotten out of this is insane. I had never played a game like this before, where you auto battle and you don't actually hit a button to attack, you just automatically attack, and it's all about building up your weapons and your abilities and utilizing different builds to get further and further. The progression in this game is an example of game design just done right. When you first start playing this game, you die really quickly, and you try again, and you keep dying really quickly, but you always just get a little bit further, and then when you get further, you feel like the greatest badass that has ever existed, and then a few minutes later, you're overrun by enemies and you die a painful, horrible death. It is phenomenal. At just $5, this game is a steal, and a lot of times you'll find it on sale for a couple bucks less. The music is really good. The visuals are awesome. There's a lot of classic video game references, as the obvious Castlevania, but I've seen a couple others, including Super Mario. The sound design's really well done. The musical cue that happens when you get items, when you get chests, every time just really gets me excited. It is really impressive. I saw a Steam review that referred to this game as digital bubble wrap, and that is a perfect description. This is just one of the most satisfying experiences. Your brain will feel like it's being bathed in, cocaine or something. Don't sleep on this game like I did. It's well worth the money. You're going to get hours and hours and hours of play out of it. It is awesome. Highly recommended. So the next game is, I guess it's Super Jagua? I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I think it's Super Jagua. It is 99 cents, often on sale for half that. This game is a love letter to old 8-bit style platformers. I don't know if any of this level design looks familiar to you, but I'm sure it probably does. It definitely wears its influences on its sleeve, but it's charming. I had a lot of fun with this. When I first started it out, I was very unsure of how much I would actually enjoy it. The controls are a bit slippery. I'm sure it's probably not easy to get that great feeling Mario action. I don't know anything about programming video games, but this isn't terrible. It's just a little slippery. You play as a dog whose girlfriend, I think, has been stolen, and you got to go save her. You can stomp on most enemies to take them out, and there's also an assortment of items you can get, like an umbrella that helps you to glide down slower, and there's like a boomerang bone, and then there's this larger bone that you throw in like an arch. So I did have a lot of fun with the power-ups. I thought that was a nice addition. And all in all, I don't know, it was just a very pleasant experience. I've been playing a lot of retro games in my spare time. It's one of my favorite pastimes now, and there's always just something really great about a game that you can just pick up and play, see how far you can get, and then when you die, just put it away and try again later. One thing I will say that is frustrating about this game is that there are no saves, so you have to do it like all in one sitting. You can't save it and come back to it later, which is like true to the era, but I think that's one thing they didn't really need to try to emulate, and I wish that there was a save system. That being said, for 99 cents, yeah, I think this is a no-brainer. If you like this kind of game, if you're into retro platform style games, the music is actually really, really good. It's a banger, the soundtrack, and I really enjoyed my time with it, and it's one that I'd like to try to complete. Up next, we have Gunun Color Parade, which I forgot that was the name of it. It's a weird name. I don't know why it'd be Color Parade. That's odd. It is a simple little arcade-style game where it's all based around reaction time. So you're trying to, for instance, shoot the other person before they shoot you, but there's also a lot of variations. There's like one where you have to shoot moths out of the way before you shoot the guy. There's one where you're trying to shoot a giant bullet over towards the other guy before he shoots it over to you. There's one where you find the bullet underneath the hat and then you shoot the other person. There's a lot of different variations. I had some fun with this game, and this one, I probably will come back. The biggest problem I had with this game was the humor. I didn't find it very funny, and actually I found some of the humor very off-putting. There were just some uses of language that made me feel weird and actually kind of uncomfortable. Besides that, though, I can see this being something that I play every once in a while real quick between other games that I'm putting more time into. There is a variety of backgrounds, and there are guns and characters that you can unlock. It is sold for 99 cents. I got it for 49 cents, and for that price, yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth it if you're into this kind of game, like quick reaction games. But there are some design choices that are going to lead me not spending as much time with this game as I might if they had made a few different decisions. For instance, you just have to go through random styles of matches. Like every time that you push restart or to go to the next level, it is a different, mini game. There's no way to like just choose. For instance, maybe I just want to practice with the game where you have to try to find the bullet under the hat. I can't do that. I just got to wait for it to come up. Or there was a couple of the mini games that I didn't understand what I was doing, and it would have been nice if I could have just gone back and practiced those particular games. But all in all, for 99 cents, definitely for 50 cents, if this looks interesting to you, you will probably have some fun with it. Again, I do not like the humor. It was honestly just really off-putting for me, and that's going to contribute to how much I end up playing this game or do not end up playing this game. I like the idea. I like the art. The music's not bad. It's definitely not a bad time waster. I will play it some more, but there are definitely better games. For instance, that Super Jagua, it's a better use of your dollar than this, but this isn't bad. If it looks interesting to you, I would check it out. The next game is over 9,000 zombies. Ah! Now, I've played a few games like this in the past where there are a series of days, and each day you get a horde of zombies, and you've got to try to see how many days you'll last. And in between rounds, you build up your defenses. You can build like walls and stuff, and you can set turrets. So there is some like tower defense element to it. It's $1.99. I think I got it for like 50 cents or something. And I definitely got my money's worth. I ended up playing this for a lot longer than I thought I was going to. Like when I recorded my session and I finally quit and I looked at how long I was recording, I was surprised that I was playing for that long. That being said, towards the end of my playtime, I started getting really bored. So it's something I will probably try a few more times to see how many days that I can last, but it's probably not one I'm going to spend a ton of time with. Definitely for 50 cents, and really for $2, this is a good deal. The music is very dubsteppy, which I'll have to look. I'm assuming that means this game came out probably like around 2014, 2015. But the music is very good and it complements the action very well. If you like this kind of wave-based gameplay, it's probably something that you would enjoy playing. And it's definitely one I'm going to try, probably at least to get some of the achievements out of it. The next game is called Impossible Quest. It is $1.99. I got it for 55 cents. It is not really much of a game. You were provided with prompts that are telling you like the situation that you're in, like a text adventure kind of a thing, and then you have like 3 choices of things to do. And pretty much the point in the game is to collect all of the different endings, and it's really just like a series of jokes. There's not much gameplay involved. It is just trying all the different options to see if you can get all of the different endings. I can't really recommend it, like spending $2 on it, but if it's something that you get in a bundle or something that somebody gifts for you, it might be worth a few minutes, because it did make me smile a couple times. It's just not something that really kept me engaged. I didn't play it very long, and it's one I don't really think I'm going to go back to. There are definitely worse ways to spend your time, but the novelty wears off pretty fast. And there we go. That's 5 games for under $5. If nothing else, I recommend everyone check out Vampire Survivors. I cannot stress how amazing I think that game is. And there was a couple others that I'm definitely going to spend some more time with. So everyone let me know what you think. Have you played any of these games? Do you have any Steam games under $5 you can recommend that I cover in the future? I want to thank everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.